squirrel with a gun, penguin with a pump gun, and now, coming in the second half of 2023, it's wizard with a gun. Yes, it would seem that 2023 is the year of proper noun with a gun games, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I actually thought the whole Shadow Wizard Money Gang meme that's been doing the rounds on social media came directly from this upcoming title from Galvanic Games, but apparently that's not the case. However, if you're familiar with the meme, you take one look at Wizard with a Gun and conclude that the two are directly linked, and in all likelihood, even if the two aren't right now, they will be once the game officially releases later this year. First announced over 2 years ago in June 2021, Wizard with a Gun's revealed trailer features some seriously slick animation with a banger soundtrack and mysterious magical characters that appear to be a mix between cowboys and wizards. While the game was slated for release in 2022, its launch was pushed back to 2023 and, seeing that it's now July, we can realistically expect the game to come out within the next 5 months or so. That said, it's not uncommon for developers to push releases back more than once. In fact, that seems to be standard practice these days, so if it only comes out in 2024, don't be too surprised. But memes and hype aside, is Wizard with a Gun actually worth the price of admission? While the game looks fun enough, no price has been confirmed yet, so on this basis, it's a little hard to say. However, given the popularity of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang meme and the internet's penchant for buying into and being part of meme culture, Wizard with a Gun's release arguably couldn't be better timed, assuming the game releases this year, that is. Wizard with a Gun is a top-down isometric online co-op RPG that sees you exploring a broken world on your own or with a friend if you prefer. Other than its fun premise, characters, and darkly rich aesthetic, there isn't anything particularly original about Wizard with a Gun's mechanics or gameplay, which largely follows the standard formula that we see in just about every role-playing game. However, that doesn't mean Wizard with a Gun is devoid of innovation or creative flair. One feature that's pretty cool is the fact that there are several biomes that you'll be able to explore, and since environments are randomly generated, you'll find yourself crossing through murky swamps, frozen tundra, treacherous deserts, dark forests, and so on. And if you find that you're a little bored with your current map, simply retreat to your tower and reset the world to find all new areas to explore and a different mix of enemies to battle. In essence, this equates to endless replayability since there's never any real end to what's possible, so that's a nice touch. Just so you're aware, your tower is your home in Wizard with a Gun. It serves as your base of operations, and as you'll be able to customize your wizard's appearance, so too will you be able to furnish your tower with different items to make it uniquely yours. The main goal in Wizard with a Gun is to explore the open world around you and gather resources so you can craft magical weapons and different types of ammunition to take out the various monsters you encounter while you're out there adventuring. There are plenty of different parameters for you to consider when it comes to weapon and ammo crafting. You'll be able to change aspects like the blast radius, bullet trail, and type of shot, allowing you to build a formidable arsenal that you can then use to deal with enemies more efficiently. Wizard with a Gun uses what it calls systemic gameplay, where you'll need to figure out which spell combinations work best against enemies. The caveat here is that the learning curve can be a little brutal since bad combinations are, as the game's Steam page states, a recipe for disaster. I guess there's no Magic Academy in Wizard with a Gun then. So while it's definitely great to experiment, just be mindful of the fact that everything could very well blow up in your face. That's what you get for messing with magic and alchemy, I guess. Just ask Edward and Alphonse Elric if you don't believe me. And in case you're wondering, there's no PvP mode or same-screen co-op in Wizard with a Gun. It's a game that you either play on your own or in online co-op, and as far as I can tell, there aren't any other game modes, at least none that have been announced or confirmed. And in terms of the co-op, it would appear that you can only party up with one other player. I somehow think the game would be improved with the ability to partner with up to 3 friends in online co-op, but maybe this is a feature that will be added post-launch. I couldn't find any updates or info about this though, so it's pure speculation for now. I definitely like Wizard with a Gun's art style and color palette. I don't think you'll be seeing any bright sunny days owing to the fact that the world was fractured according to the game's lore. On this basis, my guess is that everything around you is caught up in an endless state of night, or maybe it's just really cloudy all the time. I don't know. As for the gameplay itself, it definitely looks fun and kinetic, and while I wouldn't go as far as to call the pace blistering or even fast, you'll likely find yourself in some pretty tough situations on more than one occasion. If you're really intrigued by the concept behind Wizard with a Gun, there's a free demo available for download from Steam that you can play right now. The game isn't exactly heavy on the requirements side and can even be played on Windows 7, so even if your PC is a grandpa and has an older GPU, Wizard with a Gun should run nice and smoothly. Bear in mind that the demo only contains the first biome and is therefore not anywhere close to the complete game, but at least it'll give you a nice preview of what you can expect once the full version releases. Wizard with a Gun has no confirmed release date yet, but should hopefully be out before the end of 2023 and available on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and, later on, Nintendo Switch. So that's all I've got to say. What are your thoughts on Wizard with a Gun? Do you think it'll ride the meme wave to the land of legendary games, or is it nothing special? Let me know in the comments. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more gaming, VR, and tech content. From me and the crew here at Metasquad, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Later!